Hello again, I am Blunty. The gameplay here is of course Fallout 4, and this is the best the game can possibly look right now, at least without mods. 4K, everything maxed out, 60 FPS, but we're gonna come back to all that. You know what's weird though? Like really weird, like bizarre? Bethesda, Amazon, and Xbox are all firing off a whole bunch of Fallout related stuff right now. Obviously, with the new Fallout TV show barely more than 4 weeks away as I publish this video, that's to be expected. Perfectly normal. You've got new trailers, of course, for the show. The latest one looks pretty good, too. I still have concerns about the content itself, but man, did they get the look and feel now down, right? Woof. The show's release even got pushed forward by a day. Of course, we'll see a bunch of generic merch, hoodies and hats and toys, even a throw pillow. I like that one. On the Xbox side, there's a new faceplate on the design lab festooned with Vault Boys, and even a new Xbox dynamic background based on the TV show. For collectors, there's a new Pip-Boy display item that has just been announced yesterday based on the design used in the show and featuring a working screen and a die-cast build. Very desirable. Look at that. Ooh. There's new figures from McFarlane Toys coming along, glasses from Gunnar, even an update to the old collected edition set, reusing the Mini Nuke collector's case a friend of mine had from the original version of this that I was always a bit jealous of. But this time it comes with digital copies of 7 Fallout games, including Fallout 76 and some Fallout 76 style special cards. And Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition, a version of the game that came out in 2017, a couple of years after the original game's release, and as Game of the Year Editions usually do, it included all the official DLC add-ons including Automatron, Wasteland Workshop, Fall Harbor, Contraptions Workshop, Vault Tech Workshop, and Nuka World. But amongst all of this marketing, do you know what has not been mentioned at all in any official capacity for ages and ages and ages? The Fallout 4 Next Gen upgrade. That's a pretty weird thing, don't you think? You'd imagine they'd be pushing that alongside all of this other stuff. It was first announced in October 2022. That's over 500 days ago, if you want to do the math, about a year and a half. And all they told us back then was, coming in 2023, this free update will be available for Xbox Series X, S, PlayStation 5, and Windows PC systems, including performance mode, features for high frame rates, quality features for 4K resolution gameplay, bug fixes, and even bonus Creation Club content. Late last year, though, a couple of weeks before Christmas, they announced a delay. Clearly, they were going to miss their promised 2023 release date window, so they had to say something, didn't they? But all they said back then was, we need a bit more time? I had, of course, simply assumed that that was a complete lie. I doubt they need more time. It's been quite some time already. And if, let's say, this update does come out to coincide with the TV show's release, which I think it will because it's co-marketing opportunity, that would mean it needed 4 months additional time past the end of 2023. And that would mean it needed about 2 years of work after the announcement, never mind when they started work on it, which either means it was a very tiny team doing all the work, or something went very wrong. I don't think it's that. I suspect it's been ready for quite some time now. They were just holding it back for a simultaneous release with the new TV show to capitalize on the boost of interest the franchise would naturally receive. But it is very weird to me that there's so much silence even now about it. Either we're about to get flooded by it in the next stage of the marketing plan, or it really was so extraordinarily broken that they're gonna miss even a coincided release with the show. Or, in a very long draw theory, maybe they're holding it back because it now includes even further enhancements made for the mid-generation updates of the consoles. Both PlayStation and Xbox have had recent rumor rumblings about just that, and it's not inconceivable they'll both be adding updated AMD architectures that can do the fancy new FSR 3.0 ray tracing and upscaling and frame generation tricks, so maybe, just maybe, the Fallout 4 Next Gen update is being held back from announcement until those are confirmed, because the game update includes being able to use those. And it would be really weird to talk about the next gen update and its feature set and then just leave that out to add it in later. I think the chances of that particular theory being true are fairly low, but it could be true. It's frustrating though, the silence, I mean. I'm really looking forward to the update. I've been wanting to do a new complete playthrough of Fallout 4 for quite some time now, and I've been waiting to start it since they first announced the next-gen update was coming. I figured I might as well. But again, that was back in 2022. Who knew it would take this long for the damn thing to come out? And aside from my outside theory about the mid-gen console updates, why all the mystery anyway? What are they hiding? What is there to hide? It is just an next-gen update. At the base, it is simply a graphical overhaul, new and upscaled 4K textures, probably a few new object meshes for some select items like, guns and whatnot. I'd bet on an overhaul of the lighting engine. Actually, now that I say that out loud, I wonder if the game engine will be pulled all the way up to the latest version of the creation engine that Starfield uses. So how much work has actually gone in? How big of an update is this? I doubt they'll spend the time redoing the NPC facial animations and whatnot. The Skyrim Anniversary and Special Edition updates kicked up the creation engine significantly. In fact, in that case, it brought it all the way up to the one Fallout 4 used at the time. It had high-resolution textures, upgraded graphical effects, new shaders, and the volumetric god rays Fallout 4 had, and the dynamic depth of field effects, again like Fallout 4. It had all the DLCs, Dawnguard, Hearthfire, Dragonborn, all 48 previously released Creation Club items with 26 new Creation Club items. But we should expect much the same from Fallout 4's next-gen update. All the DLC, all the Creation Club stuff, alongside some new stuff, an engine update, new textures, new graphical settings. And say what you like about Starfield's content, its updates to the creation engine when it comes to lighting and animations and movement and effects were all pretty damn good. Oh, alongside finally fixing the somewhat huge issue of CPU multi-threading and physics being tied to frame rates, although I think, if I remember correctly, Fallout 76 fixed that last part already about the physics and the frame rate, right? Maybe they'll bring in PBR textures, fixes to the infamous floating object stuff, and LOD issues, the Z fighting. So many graphical things to fix, actually, in Fallout 4 alone, never mind all the other bugs. There is actually a fair amount of work if what you want to do is a truly definitive version of the game. Maybe they'll even bring in the quality of life stuff and UI and UX things that Fallout 76 did. Again, regardless of how the content was received on Fallout 76, much like Starfield, 76 had some great updates to Fallout 4's base systems, especially things like building, for example. But again, if this is the kind of stuff we're getting, why all the secrecy? Not a single teaser image to share? No trailer, no side-by-side comparison, new versus old, no lists of included content, not even a damn promo poster image? I honestly don't get it. Why has there been no push behind this at all? The silence is deafening. Looking forward to it though. Good news is, unlike Skyrim's updates, this time it has been promised as a completely free update, so that's neat. Or at least, that's what they said in 2022. Might be a bit of a PR disaster if they change that at this point, but, it is Bethesda. And it's not like they've ever been caught in a lie before or changing the deal. I mean, come on, Fallout 76 players. Remember when they said there were never ever going to be any microtransactions that affected gameplay? How long did that last? A couple of months? My last thought is maybe, just maybe, something's changed now that Microsoft are overseeing Bethesda's stuff. Maybe they were planning to do something that Microsoft were like, hey, no, let's not do that. How about we not do that, Bethesda? How about we not do the Bethesda thing, Bethesda? Let's be better.
All right.
That might be wishful thinking. Anyway, guys, thank you for your time and attention. I am Blunty, and we'll catch you next time. And thank you, as always, to the patrons scrolling up above there. Catch you next time.